Are you aware that the way you think affects your capacity to earn a lot of money? Lucrative people perceive issues as a benefit, unlike those individuals who observe endless issues about their life. Ted Turner once said, "Life is a game, and money is how we keep score." Accordingly, understanding your economic mindset is much more crucial than understanding where to put money into. And it is, in fact, a great subject to tackle about. So therefore, in this video, we are going to explore methods on how you think, so that regular people like you may apply them to increase your personal income. But before anything else, welcome to the Pocket Investing channel, where the world of finance and investing is made the easiest. Number 1. Visualize your successful life. What do you think is common between outstanding performers, excellent sportsmen, and businessmen? Well, it is actually their imagination. To attain your ambitions in real life, you should first picture yourself attaining them. Nevertheless, many individuals find it difficult to look past their present condition. For instance, it doesn't seem like a huge issue to spend $10 on a drink or food. Yet thousands of individuals toss away their loose change daily to feed their cravings. But this $10 can mean a lot to people who want to become wealthy. In deciding whether to splurge $10 on a drink or food, a rich individual is more inclined to think about the purchase's overall cost. When you contemplate on how a $10 purchase today will increase to $200 by the moment of your retirement, then you should think twice about buying that particular thing. The rich individual continuously thinks about the expense of their purchase choices in the long term, and if they are in line with the reality of their future rich life, which the poor often don't. But if you think this imagination method is innovative, then reconsider this. Along with picturing the amount of money you want, just imagine living the life you desire up until everything comes true. According to this method, our brain will be trained to identify answers to our money issues and will make it easier to see the materials, persons, and situations that will enable us to further easily achieve our objective. Number 2. Establish unrealistically high standards. The rich have extremely high goals, whereas the working class maintains limited income standards to avoid any problems. Since they claim to be ready for just any battle, they should just go all out. And if they didn't have high aspirations, nobody would ever get wealthy and live their ambitions. However, winners do not even allow for the future to come. Instead, they make them. Despite the cliche that you receive what you anticipate, most individuals opt to live working class average to prevent any loss. Number 3. Think about the future and not just today. Several influencers want to boost their income, but their ignorance of the value of thinking about the future is the problem. And I recently found out that consistently creating material for 5 years can totally alter your economic position. The problem is that within 3 to 6 months, the majority of influencers feel bored, eventually stop trying, and they end up losing the whole of their earnings. If they believe they could fulfill their aspirations as influencers in 5 years, they might actually continue. The reality is that there is no way to ensure any kinds of earnings, but you can estimate the chances by considering those who have similar goals. A lot of individuals could be concerned about daily price changes when investing in cryptos, but those concerns are unimportant. What really matters is the price in 5 to 10 years. Additionally, gambling are businesses arising from individuals who desire to earn cash immediately. But always remember that there is no immediate cash when it comes to developing wealth. Number 4. Don't have confidence in yourself. No one is flawless. But the difference is that the rich recognizes this, while the poor really don't. To put it differently, the rich use tactics to lessen their tendency for irrational thinking because they are more conscious compared to their less wealthy colleagues. A technique they employ is automated deductions. For the rich, generating income is sometimes not an issue. Rather, Their capacity to save is really what keeps them from turning these big earnings into large financial value. Some of the most rational people struggle with not splurging when given the chance, which is the reason they favored automating the saving procedure. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe and like this video to not miss out on upcoming videos. Number 5. Stop being afraid. Those good people live on an awareness level free from being afraid. During this logical level, anything seems accessible, and each unachievable desire seems shockingly doable to the average person. But in order to perform at this point, one has to be determined to experience new things that the rich do frequently. Great philosophers once understood that achieving financial success is challenging and the drive for convenience can be harmful as well. So they develop a feeling of safety in the midst of ongoing doubt that once achieved could be a wonderful ability. Number 6. Only spend money. The next cognitive tactic used by most rich individuals is to limit their spending to purely cash. By now, I'm certain you've witnessed people use large sums of money to purchase for pricey items or upscale meals already. And your initial reaction may be that the individual is bragging a lot. But the fact is that it's impossible that there was actually a reasonable explanation for their actions. Buying things such as on a new gadget or food keeps us conscious of the personal risk of our choices. This is due to the fact that when we actually give out cash to compensate for something, we can instantly see how much money has been taken out of our purse. However, when using a card, the amount you can buy is almost endless. Therefore, break down your cards and begin bringing more money if you wish to employ this mindset to help reduce your expenses. Number 7. The cash of others. They say that there isn't a scarcity of money, when in fact there actually is. Individuals who are wealthy don't hesitate to take loans from others to fuel their goals. Individuals would utilize someone's cash to turn their brilliant ideas into action if they lack enough funds to do so. The inability to pay for something with one's own pocket is irrelevant, which is something that rich people realize. The actual query is whether it is beneficial to acquire, engage in, or develop in it. If that turns out to be so, rich individuals understand that income is always accessible, as they are continuously searching for excellent assets and best employees to keep those assets lucrative. Number 8. Be patient while bringing great investments. Some individuals don't realize that getting adequate rest could also assist you in making sensible economic choices, despite the fact that it can calm you, improve your quality of life, and uplift your emotions. In reality, rest can be a really beneficial method for reducing cost. Firstly, sleep deprivation affects your ability to create choices and increases your tendency to take part in risky economic transactions, which increases the likelihood that a bag you wouldn't think purchasing would eventually be in your closet. You can think about important decisions after another nap, and when you give yourself enough time to rest before making a significant transaction, your inner self is able to review the details while you are taking a rest. And that ends today's video. We hope you learned something today that you can apply wherever you may be. And as always, see you on our next content.